Hey everyone. Hey everyone, I'm Steve, co-founder and Chief Growth Officer at Mamori.
And I'm Mark, co-founder and Chief Technical Officer at Mamori. Together, we're building something that shifts the way people eat, one scan at a time. The reality is, people want to eat better, but they feel lost. Supermarkets are full of ultra-processed foods, and labels are misleading and hard to understand. You get no added sugars, but they're still high in sugar. Dietary restrictions are tough to manage, and finding healthy options is both costly and time-consuming. We feel that consumers are confused, overwhelmed, and unsupported. And I use my father as an example. He got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and the only thing they give him is a pill for the rest of his life. No one educates you what to eat, when food is medicine.
So, Mamori is your personal nutritionist in your pocket 24/7. In 4 simple steps, empower yourself to know what you're actually putting in your body on a product level. So, simply scan or search products and get instant tailored feedback, which is focused on your goals, allergies, health conditions, and nutritional targets, while discovering better alternatives instantly. So, we'd like to get to a point where Mark's father can simply know exactly what he's putting into his body with a quick scan.
We're targeting a massive opportunity. The working class population is becoming more and more health conscious. And initially, we're targeting Europe, a massive underserved niche. Do you know that every government spends around 10% of the GDP on reactive healthcare? Well, 80% of major health issues can be prevented through food.
And this is our go-to-market strategy. So, in phase 1, we're going after health-conscious niches. Vegans, diabetics, allergy-sensitive people, and fitness lovers. And this is how we're going to scale. Through a growth engine, using micro-influencers, nutrition communities, attacking Facebook, TikTok, and Reddit groups, and also scaling our own platform, and obviously product database, through a gamification campaign. And then we'll look towards phase 2, where we're expanding to institutions across schools, hospitals, governments, and fitness centers. And our business model is built to scale. On the free tier, we're offering a free version of the app with scanning limits and ads. At the same time, there's a premium model, unlimited access, no ads. And then we'll look towards the B2B, where we're licensing out our product data to online supermarkets, health apps, and e-commerce platforms, and also using the power of an API and plugin for partners like Shopify and WooCommerce. And Mamori is not simply any other calorie counting app or recipe app. Mamori offers product-level personalization that's tailored towards your dietary, allergy, and condition management, using only EU localized data, and our database is constantly expanding, thanks to our community. So, we're going to get to a world where Mark's father, rather than being given simply one pill due to his diabetes, but given a shareable product list with product suggestions on what he can actually eat.
We're currently live on iOS, Android, and web. We have early access users, and we've partnered with Malta's major food importers. We've raised around 250,000 in free money as grants and cloud hosting credits. And we have around 60,000 products verified in our database. We're soon officially launching, and in 2026 we'll launch the premium model, we go to B2B and expand to institutions. In 2027, we want to expand to 1 new EU market and reach several other targets as our vision.
And this is the vision. We want to reimagine how people eat every day, starting at turning recipes into shopping lists on a product level, which empowers online shoppers to create goal-based meal plans, which will simplify the cooking experience overall. We want Mamori to be the new standard for smart nutrition.
On our team, I'm Mark. I'm an AI graduate and I have 20 years of experience through my IT company, Cassar.
And I'm Steve, I do have a very strong background in marketing and automation, thanks to my company, BreezeFlow and the Growth Bully. But overall, we've got a well-rounded team. We've got a PhD clinical nutritionist and also a tech lead with experience scaling high-traffic companies.
So far, we've been bootstrapped, and we're currently raising $500,000 so that by 2027, we reach 80,000 users and 2,000 paid customers. By 2028, we become profitable, we have B2B partners, and we go to 2 new EU markets. Our raise is aimed to be split into 2, from investors or crowdfunding, and the aim is to be backed as well by the Malta Venture Capital Scheme. Thank you.
First, an observation. I mean, it's a very interesting space, that's for sure. And I mean, we're living in a world where there's now this weight management obsession with drugs as well. So, Ozempic and Novo Nordisk and all of this. So, certainly an interesting space. My sense is that it is a very crowded space, however, and it's not novel. And therefore, my concern would be your effectiveness at penetrating a market that seems to be already fairly crowded. I wanted to ask you, how many? You said you have users already, right? You have subscribers of the app, right? Are they paying subscribers?
So at the moment, we've got the free version.
Okay.
But I'd like to answer your previous point. So key differentiator here. The biggest and key differentiator here is our database is verified info and product level. So for example, it's not just a basic oat-based cereal, but we're looking at Kellogg's in the size from this market in particular, and again, verified.
Okay, and the personalization element you mentioned earlier, is that driven by AI or is it driven by qualified specialists?
Cool. Good question. So I'll let Mark open up on the AI side. But when you sign up for the platform, you're essentially building your profile on your dietary needs, requirements, and whatnot. But then when it comes to the AI, that is used simply. So when we are searching up information from a quick scan from someone, the AI is cross-checking and building extremely well-formatted data. Correct?
To add on that part, so the recommendation is based on expert. It's like you go to your own nutritionist. The AI is used to help us load the data, understand it, and map it with our database of ingredients. But ultimately, the recommendations is not based on AI. Because AI sometimes, at least up till now, it hallucinates. Sometimes gives you a bit of random advice. It's based on experts. So what we're building in terms, and as an answer to your question, is yes, there is a lot of competitors, but not on a product level personalization. This is what we're differentiating, and especially in Europe. In Europe, it's a massive underserved niche. Why? Because there's a lot of products out there, all being localized in different countries. Our power is that we've built the AI so that we can easily onboard a lot of products, even the importers themselves. They don't have the data in a structured manner. So what we're building is we're creating a way where people can get empowered, that they know what they have, but through a simple scan, they will know if a product ultimately, personally fits them.
Thank you.
Okay. The stuff I like is you're targeting vegans, vegetarians, groups of people that are motivated to know what's in their food. The bit that concerns me as the vast consumer base out there. My hairdresser likes pizza. He knows he shouldn't eat all that pizza. He looks like he eats lots of pizza. You aren't going to change his mind. And he's not going to use your app to tell him what he already knows. My mother, she's diabetic. She knows she should eat a lot better, knows what she shouldn't be eating that she's eating now. But she's not going to use your app, A, because it's an app, and B, because she's not going to use it. Consumers on the whole, and that includes my tech experience, are lazy. When you try to get them to change their habits, they're lazy. So you need to work with, from my point of view, motivated groups, which you are. But that's where the opportunity lies to me, not the vast majority of people. But that's,
So if I may add one point, so if if we're looking at the vast majority of people, that would be kind of how we're going to tackle the vast majority of people would be through the B2B strategy. So imagine you head to your online supermarket usually, and you're going to see a traffic light system underneath, whether this product is good for you or not. So like this, we're still working with you to a certain extent, but the B2B side is catering that through you. You won't download our app, but maybe you have some sort of profile built and you'll be using it through that.
So the ultimate goal is to give actionable dietary advice to users, right?
So where we are right now is you can scan a product, and we're simplifying if a product is personally good for you. If you had to go to your own nutritionist, they will understand what you are, what you have. You could have multiple conditions. So you could have, it's not only reactive. So it's not only if you have, for example, diabetes. It could be you want to be healthy. So you want to be preventive more than reactive. The idea is that you set goals, and we'll tell you immediately, without you having to understand all the misleading terms that are present in products, and we'll tell you in a traffic light system if you should allow this product, avoid, or to limit in your life.
But it's product specific. It's not
Product
user
specific.
specific. It's not a dietary plan for someone with specific conditions.
So, where we are right now,
Okay.
it's not a dietary plan, but then we aim to add goal-based meal plans. Why? If, for example, someone is obese and they want to reduce weight, it's not about one meal. It's about creating a holistic plan. And ultimately, it makes a big difference what products you use. All the recipes out there stop on an ingredient level. We go on a product level, and that is our key differentiator.
Thank you.
You can, if you'd like, literally you can see, so you have your profile over here, my requirements, which are extremely specific, I can go for transaction or not.
Okay.
It will tell you you can have this product or not, it's this, you can see it, for example, so it's up, and if not, it provides healthier alternatives that are Thank you.
Just one quick question. So, as I understand, the app is almost fully developed. Okay. So, what is the next step? I mean, marketing and what was the next step?
So the next marketing is to actually officially launch. So currently we're onboarding more and more products. And the next step is to start targeting more groups. So initially we're targeting specific, like for example, vegans and allergy sensitive people, so on and so forth. And then as we start growing and validating the idea and iterating and improving, we start going to institutions. So we're going to have a gamification campaign as well, because our biggest challenge is the data. So we're going to democratize it with all the people out there that they can help by scanning a product. They're going to be incentivized with tangible rewards. And once we have a product in the database, it's there for everyone. However, we can then go on a personal level if it's maybe good for you, but not for the other person. Of course, once we're starting in Malta just as a test bed, but the idea is to go and scale internationally, because ultimately we can easily replicate it around.
Sure.
Just a question related to the marketing side. What is the estimated acquisition cost per single paid customer?
So obviously, even since we haven't launched the paid model, it's all complete speculation. But on the organic side, we're looking towards around €2.10. And then we're hoping that from the people that convert organically on the free version, at least 40% of them will convert to the paid version.
40%.
Because what we need to keep in mind is the people that use our app actively are the ones that truly need it. Mark's father as an example, or myself as an example. But the real money maker here is on the B2B side. Once we're licensing out this product data, the aim is also to build the largest product level verified food database in the world. Cool. Any other questions?
Just a stat for you to consider. In the freemium software world, low single figures is a conversion rate.
Fair enough.
So if you can achieve more than that,
Fair enough.
great, fantastic. But 40s, well, most of the software world would love 10, never mind 40.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you, guys. Thanks.